Hey, this is going to be our first episode of the podcast that's called Puzzle Gang. We have Dick Nick,
Hello.
and then we got Malachi, I'm going to call him.
Hey, my name's Maliko.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody loves you.
Oh fuck. All right. So,
Oh.
what's our first topic?
I think our
What should we
first
start
topic
with?
should be Maliko's
Should we go
YouTube
from
channel.
top to bottom?
Nah, we're going random. We're going to go Malachi's YouTube channel since
YouTube
he's
channel.
just started.
All right.
So, do you want to
So-
talk about it to start it off?
Yeah, sure, why not? So, yeah. I would like to say what the point was of the video, cause, yeah, there was this one guy that was saying that, why don't you just do an entire video of a bunch of clips? But for the first video, I just wanted to start off with myself, not me playing a specific video game.
All right.
Makes sense.
What? Yeah. What is it gonna be about?
Yeah. You said gaming and about your
The-
life, but could we get more detail onto this?
Wait, are you vlogging?
Yes, no, I
Are
don't
you
know.
fucking?
I'm just
well,
asking a question. Shut the fuck
well,
up.
in the video, in the in the video, I mentioned that I will vlog if there's any special happening that is outside. Otherwise, I won't. But I'll be mostly doing gaming videos
Cool.
or
Oh,
just stuff on my computer.
Well, that's original.
And what do you mean
Well-
vlog? I was asking a fucking question, dick.
All right. Well, I
Alright,
don't
go
know.
ahead.
You know what? I have to talk about this because I can't wait no longer. I want to talk about Sonic the movie. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Because they've put out the banner thing and it says it's coming next year, at the end of next year. So it's basically like we're waiting a year to see the movie. What do
I
you
have
think
Yeah.
not
about that?
heard much about
As
this
soon-
movie, to be honest. So I can't really put
Yeah,
much
me
into
too.
it.
It's
But
a-
as
it's
I
a- It's a live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And another thing that fucking confuses me, how are you gonna make it live action? Are you just gonna have like fucking like a guy dressed up in Sonic or something?
It looks like it's gonna be
It's like
a 3D animation. I have an image
yeah,
right
like
here.
yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah,
You have to-
by live action they maybe mean that there's other real people, but Sonic is CGI.
That's
yeah,
what
you
I'm
have
thinking.
you have to make it CGI, otherwise it's gonna turn out shit. Well, like if
Yeah.
we're being honest, like it's gonna turn out shit either way.
Also,
But
that's
w-
basically false advertising, especially if they're gonna say it's live action if it's clearly not gonna be.
Nah, I don't think it's.
Yeah. Yeah, for the Lion King, they're also saying that it's live action, but it's all CGI.
Yeah, I don't think it's all gonna be CGI. But what I've really got my hopes up is Minecraft the movie coming out in 2019.
Wait, is
That-
that actual real thing?
Yes, search it up.
I
on
had
Google.
my hopes up for Clash
My-
of Clans the
It's-
movie, but that didn't turn out.
It's
They ended up canceling it. It looked pretty funny.
wait, are you fucking kidding me? Is that like a thing? Clash of Clans the movie.
Yeah, you look it
My
up. There's
God.
several trailers, but there's not one movie of it. There's over
My God,
100
you're
trailers.
right. There's a post on it on IMDb. My God.
No fucking way.
Oh.
By the way, I have
As soon as
We've all gone to year 2 topics, but I would like to bring up mine. I have one
Okay,
thing
sure.
that
Yeah,
we
what
need
is
to
it?
talk about. I don't know if you guys know sports well, but football, there's still people asking what the hell is a catch? Because you could catch
Yeah.
the football and
are we talking about American
catch the
or
ball.
American football.
football where you kick the ball?
American football. If you
Yeah.
catch the ball, you could run 5 steps or
Oh,
3
fucking American
steps
football.
and then get tackled. And if you lose possession, sometimes it'll still count as a catch, or sometimes it won't. What's a catch? That's my biggest question.
Yeah, I don't know anything about American football, so I'm staying quiet.
So basically, it's a solo act here. Okay then.
Yeah, well,
Anyone
I think if you're gonna have a sport, at least make the rules like work. You know.
There's several
in-
rules, and they just keep adding more rules each year because they're finding a loophole. And then there's
Yeah.
still one broken rule. It's the catching rule. I could really go into detail.
Yeah, is there many people
and stuff.
talking about this?
Yeah, if you look it
Yeah, but
up,
it's like
what's a catch? On YouTube, you'll find 100 videos of people questioning it and breaking it down. Like, for example, I don't think you'll know him, but Des Bryant, he was facing the
fucking
Green Bay Packers.
game theory
Game 3,
about catch in American football.
yeah, he completely caught the ball, took
Yeah.
5 steps, and then fumbled it, and then regained possession inside the end zone, but they called that an incomplete pass. But Randy Moss, he's retired, but a pass, but then dropped it instantly and didn't take a single step, and they counted as a fumble. So what the hell is a catch? That's my question. Anyone got any new ideas for something else to talk about?
I don't know, dude. I'm not really too good
Yeah.
with like American football, but like, have people just started like recently using that like exploit, quote unquote, for like catch? Because like, if they've been doing it for a long time, somebody would have caught notice of it, probably, right?
No, people don't do it because if you fumble it, actually, it ruins your stats. Because everything that you do, so if you fumble it, that's actually a minus to your stats. If you catch it and gain yards, that's how you gain stats. So actually, if you fumble it, it ruins your stats, and then you seem like a worse player. Nobody wants a player
Oh.
that drops the football.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, me too, because I really have no idea. I don't know anything about American football.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
Canadian. I know what American football is.
What are you,
Yeah,
Canadian?
when it comes to American football, I'm a complete retard about it.
Do you guys know any sports though? That's a bigger question.
Yeah, I know normal football.
Does
What-
gaming
fucking-
count as a
Are you
sport?
are you talking
Foot-
about soccer?
Football,
Yes,
yeah,
soccer.
I don't know much about soccer, but we can talk
Are
about
you
it if you
fucking
guys
kidding
want.
me?
I'm
Are
Canadian.
you fucking
I
kidding me? You
literally
don't know-
I literally do hockey. I am completely hockey.
Like, you know about the World Championship that
Yes.
happened recently in soccer? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the finals. Yeah, it was the finals. Croatia and England. I'm from Croatia, dude. I was rocking that shit. And then I was like devastated because England literally butt fucked us. I think it was like what 4-1. The result was.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
I still find it entertaining that a bunch of people believe that
I-
Canada is under the England still owns Canada. A few people
Yeah.
still think that.
Well-
we just have a trade of they'll protect us and we protect them. They don't own us. What? Sure, we'll follow the queen.
Yeah,
but,
it's like
you know.
the. Yeah, have you heard like? That's when I was like, I was recently watching the podcast, Joe Rogan podcast, when he was talking with Ben Shapiro. Dude, in Texas, like even though they're in United States, they're like they're acting like they're their own country. Like every store is like called Store of Texas or like fucking I don't know, dude, Bar of Texas or something like that. Not like of United States. I love them, dude. They're super political there.
Have you guys ever seen The Big Bang Theory?
Who hasn't?
The Big Bang.
Okay.
No, but I've seen a lot of memes about it.
You know the character Rajesh Kutherpally,
Yeah, is that fucking
the
guy
Indian
with
guy?
thick accent? Yeah. know about
Him
Indian
and
guy.
Sheldon's wife. I don't remember the names. I'm sorry. I should really know the names.
Penny. Yeah, it's
But-
Penny, right?
No, it's not Penny. That's Leonard's wife. Sheldon Cooper's wife. The one that looks like an antique, the old lady.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I haven't watched that show in like 2 years.
Yeah, same. But I ended up seeing them do a rap battle, and I found it funny because in one of her insults towards Rajesh Kutherpally is, at least they don't have a
Yeah.
name that is feared by Donald Trump.
What?
Yeah, so apparently
All right.
Trump
You know what? Speak it.
is afraid of
Yeah.
a name.
Well, of course, everyone has a phobia of a name. I mean, what's weird with that?
Yeah, mine is mom.
Mine's Daddy.
Mine is Simon. I get freaked out. I roll up in a fetal position and cry for hours if somebody's called Simon.
By any chance, is your dad's name Simon, where he puts you in the fetal position and starts thrusting?
No. Alright, like speaking of Sheldon, Gerald. Oh fuck. This kid.
Yeah, Gerald.
Alright. Gerald is this kid from my class. And he is like that. Oh fuck. How do I fucking explain it? He's that kid that is so like he
That's
has
that's
one,
fucking annoying.
yeah, he's fucking annoying, but other than that, he had, you know about those kids that have that one thing and they just can't let it go. They always have to fucking talk about it. Gerald fucking loves science, and we're like, all right, cool, fucking do your thing, and like, and he keeps on fucking doing shit and telling us about fucking science and shit, and we're like, alright, shut the fuck up. We're not interested in that. But, like, other than that, like, he's actually my server. He's called... Wait, what is he called? I remember me and my friend changing his nickname. Wait. He is called FNAF Fanboy in my server. Because he loves FNAF. And oh god. I remember, like, me and a few of my friends having to find a song, because in our English class our teacher was like, all right, for homework you and you have to like get us some house beats, some fucking rap, I don't know, pop, just like music genres. And
I know where this is going.
and Gerald was assigned for rap, so he needed to bring a rap song to class. And the teacher was like, all right, are we done? And Gerald's like, no, and he fucking screams at her. She's like, oh, all right, what did you have? And he's like, rap. And me and my friends already start chuckling because we already know what it is.
Fun, funny, going to win, or something like that.
Yes. He he puts on a fucking FNAF rap song, and our teacher's like, oh, well, that is not really rap. And and then she closes it and puts on fucking
Gay.
die.
So I had to.
She's like, she puts on fucking Kendrick Lamar or something, but I was like dying. I was dying in class. And later that day, during recess, I see Gerald sitting on a bench. He was super fucking like sad, and he's like, oh, Gerald, what's up? And he's like, oh, I'm disappointed. And I was like, why? Because you guys don't approve of my songs. And I was like, because nobody gives a shit about FNAF. FNAF was like the thing a few years ago. And he's like,
it was the shit in 2016, and now, where is it?
yeah,
In my ass? I thought so.
yeah. And like, there's a ton of kids who tease him. And like, you might think, oh, you fucking bullies. But like, Gerald, literally, you can tell Gerald, like, you're fucking adopted. Everybody despises you. And everybody could agree with that, and he still wouldn't give a shit. He lives in his own like little bubble, and that is fucking amazing. But listen now, Gerald is that type of kid. We all have that one kid, like at least during primary school, that one kid that was like fucking like spoiled as shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
And Gerald
those
was one of
brats are so fucking annoying.
yeah, and Gerald ain't even rich. He's just like, no. Like, wait, I'm trying to think of a story.
I pissed one guy off in middle school, and he was a spoiled brat, and he's like, do something again, or tell a single teacher, I'll go straight to my dad and make sure you work at McDonald's for the rest of your life. Do you know what I said? I said, try it, you spoiled brat. See what happens. You'll get your ass kicked. He ends up storming off all pissed.
Holy shit.
That sounds
is the-
interesting.
Yeah, that is the gayest ass
Oh god,
kid ever.
you guys want to hear a story when Gerald almost like killed a kid, literally?
What? Oh what the? Okay, I want to hear this now.
Alright, now, like, Gerald just... Oh, no, wait, I gotta tell a little story.
I hope we're using a
Like,
fake
in
name.
fourth-
I hope we're not exposing his real name now.
Yeah, I know. I'm using his fake name. My other friend likes to call him Gerald, so I was like, all right,
Yeah.
So his
But you
profile-
say he's on this server, right?
Yes, I added him
Yeah,
in
but
the podcast. Check that. I presume that's his real name.
yeah, his
Uh,
real name is FNAF Fanboy. But all right, like, listen now, like Gerald in fourth grade, he was like, it was Christmas time, and it was the day after Christmas, and we were no, it wasn't day after Christmas. It was like after the Christmas break,
Mhm.
and we were at school and we were all talking like, oh, I got this for Christmas and I got this for Christmas. And we asked Gerald, what did you get for Christmas? And he got so fucking happy and he says, house keys. And we were like, what the fuck, dude? Do you not have fucking house keys already? We were in fourth grade, and like I was just like, all right. Next year he got a telescope, which he begged his parents to give him, and I was like, all
House
right,
keys.
you know what?
He probably lost that shit in a week. He'd be like, I got keys. And then just got
Yeah,
distracted
probably,
in
dude.
class and be like, ching, 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 ching. I'm 5. Me.
He fucking
who the
ate
hell
them.
gets
All right,
excited
now-
over keys?
I got a pair of keys.
Especially,
I play like a 5-year-old. Okay, what?
all right.
So,
like,
Susan, what did you get today? I got a toy train. Gerald, what did you get? I got fucking keys.
I can open my own bedroom without getting locked out by my daddy and mommy when they're
Yeah.
making loud noises.
yeah, I can run away from
And,
my home
and
whenever
when
I
Dad
want to.
tries to beat me, I can lock the door.
All right, now let's get on to the juicy story.
I
When
hate when he
Gerald
shoves his dick in my
literally
ass.
dropped a kid on his head from like 2 feet of height, So, like in front of our school, we have this little place with stairs that lead up to the school entrance and a ramp, and they're divided. And the stairs are going a lot lower than the ramp, and so we have that little wall.
Wait,
that
can I add
separates them.
sound effects of punching
Don't
to make it more dramatic?
That'd be
make
funny.
them as royalty free as possible if you want. Oh god.
He was dropped on his head.
Alright, stop. Alright. Wait.
Okay, yeah.
So Gerald just got himself a new phone. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I think it was his mom's phone. It was a smartphone, because because before that he had like a flip phone and shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
But
yeah.
with like little buttons. But now he had like a smartphone and he was so like fucking excited. And before school, there's like usually like kids sit around that wall that is separating the ramp and the stairs, and they just like talk, And Gerald was sitting on that wall playing a game. What is it called? It's that little ball that changes colors, and like it like there's obstacles that kill you. I can't remember what it's called. It was Color Switch, I think, or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, that game.
Yeah.
That
And
was,
it was-
fucking popular for a long time.
Yeah. And Gerald was playing that, and one of my friends come up to him, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm playing this game," and he's like, "Oh, all right," and like 5 minutes later, he comes back to Gerald, and he fucking taps his screen, and he dies, and Gerald is instantly pissed off, and he's like, "Hey, stop doing that." He didn't stop doing that, of course. and like after like 3 or 4 times of like Gerald dying because of him, Gerald was like, "Ah!" and he fucking starts screaming, and he takes that kid. He fucking grabs him by the shoulders, and he pushes him off the little like wall thing, and he falls on his head, and literally my heart sank, because I literally thought this kid died or something, because it was such a huge height and he fell on his head, but like the kid like just needed to get a few stitches. Like fucking thank God, dude. Imagine if Gerald killed him. Holy
Hey, yo,
fuck. But
speaking
alright,
of that,
like, and alright, so
yeah.
the most shocking part of this story, like 2 minutes later, like teachers came and they called an ambulance. The kid
Shit.
wasn't unconscious, like, so he was all right. But like he needed to go to the ambulance. He got a few stitches on his head and all was fine and dandy. But like later, the teachers of course called his parents, into to school, like Gerald's parents, and they were like discussing, oh, what should we do with him? What should we do with him? So what do you guys think happened to him? Like, was it detention? Was he suspended? What do you think?
Oh, well,
Probably
I'd
suspended.
say he was suspended. Yeah.
He wasn't suspended. He didn't even get detention. He didn't get anything. He just started
The
fucking
fuck?
crying. Yeah, and I was like, so, and me and my friends, we were all there, and we were like, oh, this kid is gonna get fucking expelled, probably. But he didn't do anything. He didn't get any fucking consequences, and we were like,
I would
what
have
the
beat up the
fuck?
kid right there. I would be like, oh, really? He's
Yeah,
not getting punished? I'll
Gerald's
show him my fist for punishment. And clocked him
yeah,
upside the head.
Gerald
Yeah,
seems the one kid that brings up really old dead memes.
yeah, he
Like
does.
as far
He
as
fucking
the
he sends me those, like, you remember those like troll faces from like
yeah
2013?
yeah yeah I could
Yeah.
see him sending those fucking type of
Yeah, and
memes.
he does on fucking Messenger.
Oh fuck.
But
Uh,
all right, like, what did I want to talk about? There was one more thing with Gerald.
mm,
Uh, so we were like, yeah, and like before Gerald's parents arrived, cause they lived quite far away, so they had to take the bus or something, you know. So the teacher was like, why the hell did you do that, Gerald? And he was like, well, I have a great explanation. He was annoying me. So and it was laughable, but we didn't laugh. We were so pissed off because this kid didn't get shit for it. Like, you know, like the next day he came to school and it was all like, all right, how you doing? And we were just fucking, we just hated Gerald, dude.
uh, my
You know?
god. Yeah. Okay, before we continue, I'd like to say Gerald. Oh, yeah, he's probably going to be watching this video because yeah, he's in the Discord. But he seems, well, he seems like yeah, he has a lot of problems with socializing, and I know this because yeah, I hated to admit it, but I used to be kind of a Gerald in the past. Yeah, let's just call it um a brat, uh, annoying as child. I don't know. I'm saying. uh, Well, I used to be like a fucking brat like Gerald used to be in the past, but that was like fifth grade, elementary school. That was a long time ago. But yeah, yeah. To explain it short, it sounds like he has a lot of issues socializing. Yeah, yeah. uh,
Oh, you used to be, shit, I forgot the exact name. There's a meme. Oh, it's a Eugene. You used to be a Eugene. So basically, you used to be a Eugene.
yeah.
Hey,
Let's move on to the next
you know, you were talking
topic.
about someone getting,
Yeah.
stitches. I had something that I wanted to say. And what I was really wanting to say, English, I wanted to say was one of my friends, used to be friends. He is a complete douchebag now, but he's also a dumbass. He tried walking down the stairs, and this was grade 7. But instead of walking down normally, he tripped over his own feet, fell down 5 steps of stairs, cracked his head off a doorknob, and now he has stitches all around his head to remind him how stupid he is and he can't walk straight.
Yeah. Yeah, there's this one kid in my class that, for some fucking reason, always falls. Like a month ago, he was walking downstairs and it was just 3 steps left to the ground, and he fucking tripped for some reason. And he was there, and he broke his bone on his leg, and he
What?
was there on the ground for 30 minutes. He wasn't even crying, he was just there waiting for someone to come. And everyone in the lesson was like, where the fuck is he?
When the
And then
teacher knows
an
he's
entire,
faking.
an entire, and the teachers thought that, well, he was skipping class. Yeah, so he was going to give him the attention. 2 hours passed, and then he suddenly came in the class, and everyone was wondering what the fuck happened. because he
Fucking
had this entire thing
crawling
on
on
his
the
leg
ground.
now. What? What did you
Fucking
say?
crawled into class. Help me, please.
uh, uh, I hope that's happened, but no, he didn't crawl to class. He was just waiting there on the ground the entire time. Not even crying, just waiting there, fucking patiently. He didn't even shout. That's that's the fucking weird part. He didn't even say anything. He
He
just
was.
lie
Yeah,
down
but
there and
like,
just fucking wait.
were there any like students that were passing by?
uh, well, well, uh, no, no. There was no one passing by because it was mainly on the lessons. Yeah,
Oh,
but there was this teacher nearby. When he fell, she heard his giant boom, and then she thought that was just some random kid. So yeah, and then
just
she
some
went
random
out
kid
later and
breaking his
saw
leg.
him on the ground. And he's like, "What the fuck happened to you?" But yeah,
I just fucking imagine a kid falling down the stairs and breaking his bones, and just fucking sitting there. Hello, can someone help me?
yeah, that kid is very weird. Yeah, this kid, well, but he's weird, but everyone likes him because of that. He has, for some fucking reason, yeah, whenever he sees like a piece of metal on the ground, he picks it up and keeps it, and he says it's for his collection.
Yo, I actually know a kid that does that. Every time he sees something, he'll instantly pick it up and be like, "It's for my collection." He literally was carrying a metal pole, and we were just like, "Yo, what the fuck are you gonna do that? You gonna bash my skull in?" Because I made fun of him, but we're cool now. But I used to make fun of him because he was that guy that you just made fun of just because he deserved it, even though he didn't do
You
anything.
know
You
about
just wanted
wait,
to insult him, but he was just carrying it. And he's like, "I'm
this
carrying it
reminds
for my
me.
collection."
Yeah, this reminds me of a story about Gerald. Another one. So, like for the almost entirety of the 5th grade in primary school, we had we didn't have our normal teacher because she was like, I think she was pregnant or something. So we had a replacement, and she was like, "All right, you know what we should do for the end of the year? We should have like the competition for like Miss and the Mister. You know about that."
Yeah, my school
Yeah,
doesn't do
it's
that.
like a talent show, and like there was like a bunch of kids who applied, and they were like fucking singing or something. You know, they were
I
dancing or like
thought
playing
you said dating.
instruments. And
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Gerald applied, and you know what he did? He made a
What?
science experiment about how fucking like pepper, I think, like attracts metal or something like that. Something like fucking dumb.
That
And
sucks.
like
That sounds like some
nobody,
theory conspiracy shit.
nobody voted for the kid.
Yeah. Oh god.
Dude, there's so many
Gerald,
trolls in
Uh,
my school. So many people would have voted for him just for the fucking shits and giggles. And then when he won, everyone would be like, "Dude, nobody cares about your project. We just did it just so you'd feel good." A
yeah.
backhanded
That's
Well,
compliment.
bro.
yeah,
That's kind of
okay, in normal schools, there's like this weird kid, right? Okay.
yeah.
Now, but in my school, just fucking everyone is the weird kid. Like, you wouldn't believe the
Were you in
fucking
fucking
shit they
special
do.
ed school?
Yeah, one time, well, a kid got a glue, well, like one of those glue that is like a stick. Yeah, and he got it and opened it and 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 sticked it against the fucking ceiling. And no, none of the teachers noticed it ever. And it's still there in our old classroom.
Yeah. Well, in my like school bathroom, you can see smeared shit on the roof. How do you get how do you get it on the roof? That is what I
uh,
was wondering. I was like, what the fuck?
There's
And
some
it's been
massive
there for years,
dedication
and
going
nobody
on with
bothered
you
to
guys'
clean it.
life. We got one kid laying on the ground, not even hurt, just sitting there for like 2 hours. That's some dedication. And then another kid's like, what would happen if I smeared my shit all over the roof? Hold up.
Yeah, there's this thing that every time, well, it's only by the boys, the girls obviously find it weird, but yeah, yeah, every time we go to the bathroom, there's this one specific fucking kid that gets like toilet paper and makes it wet and fucking throws it to people, and it for some reason sticks on them.
Yeah.
And he
Do you
does
did
that
you
every
guys
fucking time.
did you guys
Yeah.
have this in like primary school when you have like only one teacher that is like your like a mentor, I want to say, because he's like
Yeah, yeah,
having a
we
look in
had
your
that. Yeah.
grades
Our
and shit, and
teacher,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah, and he
our
was like
teacher
telling you what you
looked,
should do. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, our teacher looked honestly like a creepy old man.
How do you call what are those teachers called?
Um,
What
hmm,
teacher? Can
actually,
you?
I know in the language that this country
I
is in
think it
that
was
I
like
am in, but I don't know in English.
yeah, I
Wait,
know.
I'll check in Google Translate.
Yeah, I think it was like main teacher or something like that.
Yeah,
Wait, are you talking about a supply
But
I
teacher?
think so.
yeah, but there's like a yeah, but like our main teacher, he's like the coolest dude ever, to be honest. Like he's a PE teacher, and like he's alright. He's pretty chill, you know. And like, but he's pretty fucking lazy. If I'm being honest, because we have this like special class like every week when we have to go and have like a talk with him as a class to for him to tell us like what we're doing wrong with our grades and stuff, you know. But like most of the time he doesn't show up, so like another teacher has to do it.
What?
So so one day, no,
What?
listen, one day there's this teacher that always replaces him, and she's like super fucking into like bullying and shit, and she's like no, none of that, you know. And she's like everyone has to get on with everybody, you know. And one day again our main teacher didn't show up, so that teacher had to replace him. And she was like, all right, so what we're gonna do for this class is we are going to what would yeah we are going to you guys have to get a paper and write if we were going on a school trip, I wouldn't go with this person, you know. And we would have to give the papers to her, and then she would make like a pyramid scheme of like the most hated and the most loved kids in the class. And
What
there's
the
this
fuck?
no, she didn't show it to anyone, you know, because she was scared that we were gonna bully them. But like she made this pyramid scheme for her, I guess. And there's this chick that I
Holy
keep
shit.
there's this chick in my class that I can keep convincing that all superheroes ride bikes except Transformers. They just ride each other. And I think she believed me for a second, but I just she was pretty annoyed by that. And she's like, "Oh fuck you," you know. And you know, like I was like, oh well, you're annoying me. And one day our main teacher is like, what should we call her? I'm gonna call her fucking what should we call her?
Wait, Patricia.
Mrs.
Patricia!
No, we're gonna
Patricia.
I'm going with
Well, no,
meme names. I'm going with meme names.
Patricia, fuck it, she's Patricia this
yeah,
time, alright? So
yeah.
our main teacher comes in the middle of the class with the teacher that was replacing him during the time she was making the pyramid scheme.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, Patricia, can you come with us? And she comes with
Hey.
them, and she's out of the class for like 10 minutes, and she comes back into the class in tears, and she's fucking wheezing, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? So like there's another chick in our class that is like she has to calm down the students that are like having a mental breakdown during class, and she's doing a fucking good job. Because like with when she goes with Patricia to the bathroom, she's like, all right, I'm cool when they come back. But like we were like, what, why is this chick crying? Because it didn't cross our mind that she was like fucking the most hated chick in the class. But like after class we went to our main teacher, and he's like, she's sad because she was on the top of the pyramid scheme where like the kids that nobody would want.
Holy
And,
shit.
yeah, and it's kind of fucked up, but like there's
Kinda?
this
Kinda. Dude, if I was up there, I'd be like, yo, what the fudge? I'd be like cussing people
Yeah,
out like left
yeah,
and
I
right.
would report that to the
We gotta keep it PG.
headmaster. What the
no,
fuck?
okay, wait, I'm not done. So like since the kids in my class, they're super cool. And like they always want to calm down the kids that are having a mental breakdown, even though they're fucking assholes. So they were like thinking, oh fuck, something exploded out my building. All right, so like they were just fucking making up shit to defend her. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, you guys continue with your story. I gotta go do something.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
We all know what he needs to do. So do you want to continue on this
Yeah.
topic or not?
Wait. Yeah,
Actually,
okay,
I want
let's
to
let's do
continue
a
on this
different
topic.
topic.
Okay, I want to say one more story. So this
Yeah,
guy,
okay, sure, go on.
he's in grade 8, and he was like, so me and my buddy, we're gonna call him,
Uh,
we're gonna call him
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. So me and my friend Jeffrey, we also have this friend called Gerald. So Gerald pissed off Jeffrey's girlfriend. So they were in a little
Mhm.
argument.
Yeah?
So me and Gerald found Jeffrey's little brother, and
Hey,
we
bye.
told him to smarten up.
Oh, hey.
We told him to tell Gerald to
Uh-huh.
smarten up, and then Gerald's little brother's boyfriend, we're gonna call the boyfriend Mike. The Mike turns around with a stick and threatened us. And then, so a few days later, we started asking where his assault charges are, and he said he was going to kill us and our entire family, so we kept confronting him. And then he called
That sounds nice.
and then he assaulted
Oh,
2 females and attacked me. And he attacked me. I didn't care because he hits like a bitch. Then he hit 2 females. One was my ex, and then he called her a whore and a slut, and then called one of my best friends a whore and a slut, and I almost knocked him out right there, but a cop pulled by. So yeah,
Ah, cool.
Oh,
there would have been blood on
shit.
my.
You guys are really you guys are really in a messed up school. My school, everyone is honestly a fucking good kid. It's kind of annoying, but holy
No, wait,
shit.
I remember one more.
Oh, so you
thing
don't
with
get your
Gerald.
dick sucked every once in a week?
What?
The awkward silence.
Gerald has so many fucking good stories. Like in this one, it's not really his fault, but it's still funny as hell. So like,
Okay, go on.
I think this was in fifth. No, it was in 4th or 5th grade, and we were out. We were going to a restaurant. I can't fucking remember why, but like I don't know what. Our teachers took us to a restaurant, and it was like what, fucking 10 miles away or something like that. It was really far away. So we were like, oh, this is cool. We've never been here, you know. So we were just fucking shooting the shit, having a good time. And Joe was like, oh, I need to take a piss. So he goes to the bathroom. he goes to the bathroom, and we were like, all right, he's going to the bathroom. We didn't think anything of it, and he was there 5 minutes. 5 minutes passed, and he was still in the bathroom. 10 minutes passed, and he was still in the bathroom. And 15 minutes passed, and he was still in the bathroom. And then we were just sitting at the table, me and a couple of my friends, and I just see 2 teachers coming out of the bathroom with Gerald, and he was just in tears. He was
What?
fucking crying. He was having a
What
breakdown,
the
and it turned out he got
Was the
locked in
pedophile?
He got locked in?
locked in the, he got he got locked
He
in the
got locked-
bathroom. He locked himself
Holy
in the
shit.
bathroom, and the lock broke or something like that, and he couldn't get out. I don't know how they got him out of the bathroom, but they did. And he was
What the
fucking distressed. It's not his fault, but it's so fucking funny.
I'm the type of person that's claustrophobic, so as soon as I realize I'm locked in the
No, I
bathroom,
don't think
I'm
he's-
gonna be pounding on the walls and everything that I can pound on just to make sure someone hears me.
Yeah, cool. Oh my god! Wait, you know about what is she called? Patricia. Yeah. All right. So,
Yeah.
I like to fuck with my friends a lot, and like 99% of the time they're cool with it, because like what I usually do is I found some picture of them and I put it in Photoshop and make them look like they're fucking they fucking have Down syndrome or something, you know? And they're like, haha, good, you know, like they're not pissed off because, you know, they're normal people and they know it's a joke. But I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this to Patricia. So I take a picture of her Instagram and I put it in Photoshop, and I didn't even touch it up too much. I made her like lips bigger and her head bigger, and like, and I was like, oh fuck yeah! And I was like, we have this Viber group for our class where we like, oh, what do we have for homework in this class or something like that? You know, we can chat
I
about
think
school.
everyone has that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a
And like,
classroom.
I send the picture to Patricia, the edited one, and I was like, oh fuck, can I send it to the group? It would be so funny. And I was expecting an answer like a yes or a no, please don't do that. But you know, she
Uh-huh.
answers, no, you don't have the right to do that. And I was like, what the fuck? Cause wait, let me open up Viber. I think I still have the messages.
You don't.
Basically, I was like, basically, she was like, yeah, you. Oh fuck! I forgot what she was saying, dude. I have the chat somewhere. I remember taking screenshots of it, but
I
basically,
found this sound
no,
effect called
no, the
Zach Galifianakis, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
please
I'ma
don't,
play it.
please don't, no. All right, that right. But you know what's the craziest?
Yeah, so it wasn't loud enough. I had to play again.
You know what's the craziest thing? I was like, yeah, you like I made it for fun. Don't get pissed off. And she threatened to sue me for like I think like for post. She made this shit up that I posted it on my Instagram, which I did not. And she was like, "Oh, that picture is my property, and you have no right to repost it." And I was like, "All right, but I didn't post it,
I
and
asked for
I
permission.
touched up the picture, and it's basically mine, you know." And like she was like, "Ah, doesn't matter, fuck you." And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you." And I was like, "Oh, fucking go on." And she was like, she didn't sue me, but she told the main teacher. And he's like, he calls me in the middle of the class. He's like, look, can you come here?" And I'm like, yeah, sure, what's going on? And he was like, you were posting some pictures of Patricia on Instagram. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And like, you know that you can get expelled for doing that without her permission. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't post it on my Instagram. And I started explaining to him that I sent it to Patricia first because I wanted to know if she agreed with me posting it in the group, because I didn't want her to get fucking offended or something like that, you know. So I explained him that, and he's like, "Oh, all right, you're good to go," because he knows she's kind of a like a trouble seeker, you know.
So
So
an
he's like, "Oh,
overdramatic
all right,
whore.
I'm gonna trust this kid," you know. So like that's how that situation turned out. But I'm just fucking baffled that this chick tried to fucking sue me for for a Photoshop picture of her, you know. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not even. Is it even possible to sue? I don't think so.
you can't sue anyone for anything, but it's like the thing you will win. Oh, I saw this one case when like this guy sued Red Bull. This guy sued Red
Yeah,
Bull.
yeah, because he said that when he drank it, he
He
couldn't. Well, he didn't
he
got
didn't.
wings or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, and and he didn't get wings, and they settled for like I think it was $30 million. He got $30 million because he didn't get
What?
wings after drinking Red Bull.
I thought he lost.
I'm
No, he
pretty.
didn't.
I thought it said in the fine print that it does not give you wings.
Really?
Yeah, it says in the fine print. Here, one sec. Red
Well, it was
Bull
probably
Maybe it
no, it
says it
was
now.
yeah, it was he probably sued them before like they put it on.
One sec. Let's find out. Okay, then I guess it doesn't want to play.
All right, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm pretty
Alright,
sure it says
so
that.
alright, let's move on to our next topic
Yeah,
because
we've been talking for a while. Why not YouTube Rewind?
yeah, sure. What do you guys think about YouTube Rewind being the
To
most
put it
disliked?
simply, it fucking sucked. It should burn in hell.
Yeah, and apparently like 12 million people thought that as well. Wait, let me see
Yeah.
how many dislikes it has. Wait, YouTube Rewind. It
One
has
thing about it though,
it
Ryan
has
Higa, well,
150 million views, 14 million dislikes. Holy shit! And it got to the most disliked video on the whole YouTube ever
yeah,
in like
I
what, 2
find that
weeks.
beautiful.
Yeah, and it just shows how disconnected from like their audience YouTube is, because like let's be fair, YouTube Rewind isn't a rewind of like everything that happened on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's basically like, oh, advertisers, look how wholesome and humble we are, you know? Come give us
yeah,
money. And it's just fucking bad. And PewDiePie made a rewind, but it's actually good video, and it's the most liked video on YouTube that is not a song, you know? And I just find that amazing.
uh, yeah.
But
There's
yeah,
this one guy that's made a diamond dislike button and sent it to YouTube.
really?
Yeah, wait,
I don't know about that.
wait, yeah, look it up. A diamond
Okay,
dislike
so
button.
I looked up all the Red Bull commercials. So before it will give you wings. It's pigs can fly. So it was pigs can fly, and then it went you can get wings. But every single commercial it says in the fine print it does not give you. I guess it was too small for him to technically see it, quote unquote, or it didn't say it on the can, so he won. And also, one thing I want to ask is, what's your opinion on T Series versus PewDiePie?
Hmm?
I don't really have an opinion. I think
Yeah,
I think I'm actually like pretty surprised because like T Series already had like a 40 million subscribers before like the thing went like viral of like PewDiePie versus T Series, and I didn't hear about it. I didn't know it existed, and it had like 40 million subs. But
Same.
now like the difference is like a million subscribers. Like PewDiePie has a million more
well,
subscribers.
apparently
sure
in the future,
I think like
apparently in the
PewDiePie.
future there's going to be this new channel that's going to be a new threat for PewDiePie and T Series. Wait, um, it's called Coco Melon, and it's a fucking kids channel.
Oh damn.
And
Oh wait,
I
I've
saw
seen
this
that.
video.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, well, there's this guy that did like a bunch of research, and yeah, he says that that channel's going to become the #1 spot in the future.
Wait, how much?
That's
Okay,
the new
what's your guys'
channel.
1 million what the fuck? No, I don't think
Yeah,
it will be close to beating PewDiePie because like there's
PewDiePie gained like
two
so many subs as soon as people started realizing that
yeah,
T
and
Series was gonna be
it's
PewDiePie.
it's definitely
yeah.
because of Mr. Beast. Like he definitely gave them like 2 million subs at least.
Yeah.
Because the guy like spent how much did he even spend in total? Like 200 grand?
Here's my question: Why the
I have this idea for a video where I find like tech support scammers and I ask them to subscribe to PewDiePie.
Oh, but there's the link. That's actually amazing. But there's one thing I
Yeah.
question: Why the hell does YouTube allow businesses on YouTube? Like that's why T Series is winning because they're a business.
I
Yeah,
feel
but it's
like what YouTube should do
YouTube
is, yeah, YouTube should separate the business companies and the creators like in two separate groups. That's what I feel like YouTube should do to solve
Yeah,
this
I don't
because
issue.
think so because
PewDiePie
like
earned all his subscribers, and then T Series came
by
along,
himself, yeah.
sitting on their ass, gaining subscribers. So people started helping PewDiePie, and then this is where the campaign happened, where sub to PewDiePie and screw T Series because they're
Yeah,
taking
but
it
like
over.
companies have been on YouTube for like years. Fucking BuzzFeed, Machinima, I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
Like
but they never grew to
Slime
the.
became a
They
company.
never.
Good Mythical
Yeah.
Morning. They all
The
became a
only
company.
reason
and
why
the-
T Series is getting so much, well, subscribers is because a lot of people in India right now are starting to get internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, in India
And
is like what
and what is
it has, like,
interesting what is interesting is that in the past, YouTube, well, the companies used to also be the most subscribed in the past. And it's interesting to see that it's happening in India when they're starting to get internet.
Yeah. But like you said that YouTube should have like a section for like corporate accounts, and I don't think that will work because like let's say you have YouTube and then YouTube fucking business or something like that, you know? Like let's say you're an average user. Which
Like
site
there's
would you choose? YouTube or YouTube corporate or whatever?
actually, now I think about it, I
Like
think there technically is that because there's YouTube gaming and then there's normal YouTube. If you go on
yeah, but
YouTube,
like who the fuck uses YouTube gaming? It's like so dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that like if T Series passes PewDiePie in subs, it's like alright, good on them because they didn't cheat the system.
but
Or
neither did
maybe
PewDiePie.
you know what's fishy? Oh god, dude, have you guys seen their Twitter? Have you guys seen the T Series Twitter? They have like
No, I don't. I'm going to
7
check that
million
out right now.
followers or something like that, and they get like a few hundred likes on their Twitter account.
T Series has $78 million and its music can change the world. T Series is an India large music label. Music Studios believes in bringing the world closer together. And then if we look at PewDiePie, if I can type it, hello YouTube, you suck.
Wait,
PewDiePie.
holy shit! I just look up T Series on Twitter, and there's this account called PewDiePie versus T Series.
And PewDiePie
Say what?
has 79 million. There's
Wait, so if you go to T Series on Twitter, wait, so if you go to their account, they have. No, oh fuck, I was very wrong. They don't have 7 million, they have 1.46 million followers. And look at their past tweets 440 likes, 145 likes, 230 likes. What the fuck? They have 1.5 million followers almost. How do they get so little like shit, you know? It's kind of just it's more on the fishy side, in my opinion.
I feel like they're cheating.
But
There's no way India has that many people.
but like no, it
Yeah,
has
India has
1.5 billion.
1.32 billion people. Well, no,
Yeah.
yeah, 1,032,000,000,000.
Then how the hell do they have 78
It's-
million people subscribe to them?
It's about to like pass Russia, I think, for the most populated country in the world. I'm pretty sure. Or is it Russia? I'm not sure.
Nah, surprisingly for how big Russian is, there's not much people living in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have just fucking sounded retarded right now, because I don't think it has the most
You
people in the
probably
world.
did.
Yeah. Wait. No.
No, yeah. China
Uh,
is the most populated country.
Ah, yeah. It's about to overtake China. Damn. But yeah. Oh, what is on our topics list? What do we got next?
Okay, hold
What the
up.
fuck is prison games?
Yeah, DJ, what is prison games?
Oh, it's basically there's a bunch of games like The Escapist, Prison Architect, and Prison Simulator. There's a bunch of new games that are prison related, and it's actually booming. But that's only in Canada and
Ah,
America. You
I
guys are
thought it,
American and Canadian.
I thought it was like, well, people in prison playing like video games or games on the playground.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I thought it
That'd
was
be
some weird
entertaining.
shit like that.
Do you know how many guys would just lose their shit and just break it right there and then?
Alright, I don't know how much we can say about the topic of prison games.
Yeah,
but
all I can
alright.
say is I watched the Let's Play of what's the Escapist. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
The
all I know.
Escapist is-
Escapists.
Is such
It's
a good game.
game.
But there's some things they need to fix. 100%.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
I was like, I think I was 7, and I played like an Escapists map on Minecraft, and I just had so much fun.
Oh yeah, I remember that escapist map. That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
yeah.
But
So
When he doesn't care.
yeah, that's a long time ago. How old is
all right,
Minecraft actually?
how much do you think? Like, have you guys seen the Green Mile, like the movie?
The Green Mile? Haven't heard of it.
You
No,
didn't? It's
No.
basically like these guys in prison. It's not they're not inmates. They were like guards in prison, and like they're guarding prisoners that are on death row. And there's like so much shit. And there's this new guard that is just a complete fucking asshole, and he's just like causing them so many problems. It's such a good fucking movie. It's like one of the best movies I've seen. You guys should check it out.
oh well,
The
well we've
Green
been
Mile.
so I just realized we've been recording for an hour, and two, I just realized
Yeah.
PewDiePie has 1
Yeah, I
million
know, dude.
86,413 more subscribers than T Series.
Yeah, I know that, dude.
I feel like okay, I need to know. Am I the only one that thinks T Series is subbotting? Because how else do they have this many
Nah,
subscribers?
Yeah, no, I
I
watched
don't
a
think so.
video about it and apparently they aren't, cause, well, yeah, if they do have a subbot, it has to be very fucking sophisticated software.
I don't think they're subbotting because like India has so many fucking people living in it, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
78 million out of like what almost 1.4 billion.
There's
I
seven
don't really
point
think.
fifty three billion people on Earth. Okay, so there's 7.53 million people in on planet Earth from 2017 to 2018. What happens if we total that up? Let's see.
What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just totaling the amount of them put together, how many subscribers they have.
Oh,
yeah.
they have like
Well, I
150
guess,
million.
yeah, well, let's continue in the topic that we were in, which was YouTube Rewind. Uh,
Oh god, don't fucking mention it to me.
yeah.
But it's
Okay,
like again,
so,
like they why does YouTube Rewind have so many like small creators? Like who the fuck are like half the people in Rewind? Like I haven't met a single holy fuck, all right.
That's the total.
227 million. That's all right, that's cool. But like I haven't seen a single person that knows all the creators from Rewind. It's like they were fucking cherry picking just the most PG creators on YouTube.
yeah,
And it pisses me off because like 2015, 2016 YouTube was like the best YouTube. And it's the track they should go back to because it's like, it was before the
yeah,
apocalypse
because, yeah,
relatively.
back then they were at least honest, but now they're trying to get people
Back then they were like they weren't like they were rewarding creators for making people entertained, and now they're rewarding they're rewarding creators for keeping people mildly entertained but mostly being PG, and that's what pisses me off because they just want more
yeah.
advertisers.
Yeah, well, yeah, the problem with YouTube is that they're trying so hard to push away, well, the so-called toxic people. But yeah, at a certain point they have to realize that they can't do that, because yeah, the more they do that, the more people like they will come.
Yeah.
I miscalculated. I accidentally added a 2. So it's 157 million.
Holy shit. All right. So, should we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, should we go to Big Chungus or Crazy Dreams? What do you guys think?
I say crazy dreams. Crazy dreams.
Alright.
Yeah,
what do you
I
guys
want to
think?
end on Big Chungus.
I don't know what that
Okay,
is,
so
so
Crazy
I'm not
Dreams.
putting opinion on that.
All right. So do you guys have any crazy dreams that you had?
I had this one weird ass dream that I was people were saying I was a female, but I looked down in my pants like to see if it's true or not, but I still had a fucking dick, and it was so fucking big for some reason. I don't know why.
All right. I have this when I was 8, like I was being conscious in dreams. Like I knew I was dreaming kind of, but like I can't do it now, but like when I was like 8, I could. And there was this superhero that kept appearing in my dreams that would like in the heat of the moment he would come out of the sky and just fucking save the shit. And for some reason
Did he have a
my
name?
yeah, he does have a name. You know what is his name? My fucking dumb 8-year-old my dumb 8-year-old brain called him Supermarket, and that's what he was called. He was called fucking Supermarket, and he was like this superhero. He had this smug look. It was like he couldn't have any other expression than that like smug facial expression, you know. And he had sunglasses and like superhero's costume. And I remembered like there were like two islands. It wasn't two islands, but it was like one big piece of land that was divided by an endless void, you know, and I was separated from literally everybody I know, and I was on this one piece, and literally my mom and dad, my friends, my cousins, relatives, whoever I knew about, they were on the other side, and I was like, and and I and I hear Supermarket laughing from the void, and he comes out, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, he'll save me, he'll fucking do something. So he comes out, he fucking looks at me, and goes back to the void, and I wake up.
Holy
Oof.
shit, what an asshole.
and the, and then I kind of disliked him. But like DJ, do you have any like strange dreams?
Nah, not really. Usually my dreams just end up as me in a stupid argument of everything that's bad happened to my life, and then there's a hint of hope, and then I just get ripped away by something stupid. Like my one that happened, I would say the funniest one was I was I was depressed and lonely and all. So I thought there's a chance where I could get a girlfriend, but I had to go up and ask her. But for some fucking reason, I couldn't walk up to her because a fucking bumblebee was pulling me back. A bumblebee was stronger than me actually fucking her.
I had
Wait,
I
that
have
actually
ano-
reminds me of a funnier
I
one.
have another weird
Wait, there's a
dream.
funnier one.
Okay,
Wait, I
go
want to
on,
say mine
tell.
first. Okay, so I used to like this girl, and for some reason she was in my dream. Two girls I actually used to like, and they all went on this bus, and I ended up going on the bus for some odd reason, and it went on to one of my old crushes' house. So I got off, and then my other old crush came off too, and then the bus driver left, and then we all went back on the bus for some odd reason, and I accidentally had my foot on the gas pedal. But we're all talking, like, you know, because I'm short, so I will like step up and lean over to talk to everyone on the back of the bus. And I start driving, and I look forward, and the bus is going down a steep hill, and I just see the bus driver waving, saying, "Stop the fucking bus." So I just turn around, and I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go again." So I start killing it on the drive, like I just full send on the gas pedal, drive into a McDonald's, like a McDonald's restaurant. We all jump out, and we're all just booking it, like we're all sprinting. And then for
did
some
you
odd
order a
reason,
Big
I
Mac?
couldn't run. No, for some odd reason, I couldn't run, right? So I'm just walking my slow ass 1 mile per hour trying to get somewhere else where everyone's like, where the hell's Justin? I'm like, I can't run, okay? And I'm just walking like a fag. And then we ended up just going to McDonald's, and there's my mother, and she's like, what the hell did you do with the bus? I'm like, and then I woke up.
Like your mom is there. DSGA, what did you do again?
What the
I got a
fuck
call
was
from the
that?
teachers.
Dude, it's even funnier. As soon as I woke up, because it was like My mom's like, "What the hell are you doing with the school bus? You just left school." Guess what? I literally woke up, and this was today. My mom's like, "By the way, I got an email from your teacher." I'm like, "Son of a bitch."
I remember this
That's
one
what I woke
time.
up to.
It was like a year ago, and it was a day before I was traveling to Zagreb. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like the capital city of Croatia. And I was traveling there for holidays, and I was going to take a plane there. And the night before my trip, I had a dream that I was in a plane on my way to Zagreb. But I see this one guy. He had like a mask and an assault rifle, and it turns out he was a terrorist. And he literally like fucking. It was a suicide bomber, and he exploded, and like the back end of the plane exploded, and we crashed, and I woke up, and then I had to go to the actual flight, and I was scared as fuck because I thought I was gonna have a fucking suicide bomber on the plane.
Okay,
Suicide bomber.
I have
Mew.
a dream that I want to say that I just might remembered, and I have no idea how the fuck my 8-year-old mind dreamed of this. Okay, so it started with that
Alright.
I was in a station, I was walking, yeah, but for some
Yeah.
reason the train wasn't coming, so I had to go down in this basement. But as soon as I went down, for some fucking reason, I was in Minecraft, but in a Super Mario adventure parkour map. So yeah, I did parkour. Dude did that shit, and then like yeah, I saw the station for the distance, but for some reason everything turned into a trampoline, so I could jump fucking high. Yeah, so I was jumping and jumping, but then for some reason the where the jumping castle or trampoline where the ground was, it turned all to trash and broken glass. But for some reason I was still jumping and I didn't get hurt in the dream. Anyway, yeah, so I continue. I went back to the station, but then for some reason my head turns around very quick, and I see a Minecraft Mario and a big giant Minecraft Bowser in the background. And I said, "Oh no, you died!" And then I woke up in fear, and what the fuck happened?
Do you guys? Oh
Yeah,
god,
that's it.
that's so annoying. Do you guys ever like fall asleep and just imagine that you're falling and instantly wake up?
Oh,
I
I hate
Yeah,
those.
that sucks.
I had a dream where
Actually,
I had a dream where I was in a trolley cart, you know, those ones from the supermarket,
Yeah.
and I was in the neighborhood where we used to live. Yeah, and there was this hill, and my friend pushed me down, and I was like, "Oh no!" And then I got scared, blah blah. But then for some reason, I shot up straight high in the air, and then I fell on the ground, and I woke up. That was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And
oh,
and
well,
I
in
didn't even
grade
had it
now.
once. It happened a few times, and I don't get why. And you know those people say that there's symbolism in your dreams. What symbolism is in that?
I remember.
Actually, I have a question. Why is okay? So in grade 10, it was during history, and I'm actually really good at history, and I enjoy history. But for some reason, I passed out with
Yeah.
my two female friends. I ended up falling. My head was on one of her tits, one's tits, and then my feet were right beside the other one's ass. Like my feet were like under her ass. She was like her ass was sitting on my feet, and I don't know what happened, but I had this falling like this like you said when you fall and start waking up.
Yeah.
So I had this falling whatever, but instead I instantly saw a cliff, like something. So I tried moving my foot, but I ended up moving my foot in real life. So I ended up just flinching and just lifting. Like she's like 180 pounds. I was 70 pounds at the time. So I'm just for some odd reason, I had such a muscle spasm. I ended up lifting her up for like 3 seconds and then dropped her back on the couch. Everyone looks over instantly. We're watching a video and everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" And I'm just sitting there passed out still. And I didn't even realize. I'm like, "Did I do that in IRL?" And then I wake up as soon as the class ends, and they're like, "So what was up with that muscle spasm?" Like I felt like I lifted someone up. That's what I felt. And then they're like, "Yeah, you lifted me." And do you know what described it as? I said I was uncomfortable and I tried moving my right foot to go in a new position. I just had a muscle spasm.
Did I tell you? Oh no, I told. No, wait, I didn't. Did I tell you guys about Gerald's crushes? I didn't, right?
Joe,
No.
Yeah.
no,
All right. So
please
No.
tell. I want to know.
Gerald like loves those like kids shows and looks those. Do you know about that? Is she called Violetta? That fucking French TV show. It was like
I don't watch French
it was
shows.
so stereotypical. It's basically like these guys fucking singing, and it's like this guy fucking can't date this chick, and because she wants to bang him, and like he wants to bang her, and like he was watching those fucking shows, and it's like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's just not my type, but it's like Gerald he thinks that those shows are like fucking real life, so he got like what he had four crushes, all right? So his first crush was yeah, it was this chick. It was in third grade, if I'm right. And he was like, "Oh, all right." So he like when Gerald has a crush, he can't fucking shut up about her. When like teachers like, what should we call her? We should call her Mandy. All right, let's call her Mandy. When teachers like, "Oh, Mandy, can you answer this question?" and she answers it, Gerald just fucking like fucking just nuts every time she talks or something like that. And one day
Does
was
he
like,
get an orgasm every time?
It sounds like I would have been the type of person that would have stood up and like, wait, what are we calling him?
fucking
Sorry,
what?
Mandy.
we're
and
calling the guy
Gerald.
Eugene. No, oh, I thought we were calling him Eugene.
Ah.
I'm calling him Eugene. I would stand up and I'm like, Gerald, come in his pants. Gerald, come in his pants. Every time he fucking made that noise.
Nah, he didn't actually, but it was like he was like so fucking like he was
Ah,
so emotional, I guess. But like one day he decided, oh, I'm gonna fucking tell her I love her. And when I mean, dude, like you can say anything you want about Gerald, but this is a blessing that I want to have, because he told her like, will you be my girlfriend or something shit like that, and she's like, no, and she walks away, and he doesn't give a shit. He was like, he didn't even fucking he like cries when people make him die in a video game, but he doesn't give a shit when he gets rejected. So that's a blessing, to be honest.
sounds like me.
And
I don't cry when I die in a video game. I just get pissed off. It's like, what the fuck?
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like,
me
I don't
too.
cry
That's
when I'm get
normal.
rejected.
That's normal human reaction. Not fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whenever I get rejected or dumped, I usually don't care. I'm like, usually I already braced myself for that. I'm like, oh, it's shit. It's gonna most likely happen. Or someone's
Yeah.
like, hey, they're not gonna accept it, or they're gonna dump
Oh no,
you.
he didn't have.
So then I'll have.
Yeah.
or-
Joel didn't have a four.
Yeah, when
he
I had my
3 crushes.
first girlfriend and got dumped, I was fucking depressed for weeks. Oh.
the first time my girlfriend dumped me, I was like, well, she did it in the stupidest way ever. She did it like a heart, like with your hands, and then did, hey, guess what? And then started pulling it apart, and then she was looking for a reaction, and then I'm like, what? And she's like, what's your reaction? I'm like, what do you think? My reaction? She's like, I don't care. And I'm like, exactly. And then I turned around, grabbed the basketball because someone tried and stealed it, and I got the basketball, shot a three, and I said, that one's for you, and then flipped her off. I don't know
Nice.
why I just did that. I just was a complete douche. I was like, here you go.
I was contemplating suicide when my Roblox girlfriend left me. She told me I didn't have enough
It's
Robux.
funny.
But like, alright, Joel's second crush was this chick that I'm actually pretty good friends with, and like like every fucking girl Joel has a crush on, she already knows it because he tells literally everyone except her, and of course somebody is gonna tell her, but Joel doesn't know it. So Gerald, I think
I can't wait for high school.
Gerald was in love with this chick for like what 2 weeks, and he was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not about that. He just fucking fucks off. And like the last chick, she was like in 6th grade, and it was like a year ago, and he was fucking had a crush on her, and like Like 2 months ago, I don't know why, but a couple of my friends have this running gag that one of our friends is already dating her, and that is not true. But like Gerald, we kept telling Gerald it is, and like recently, Gerald had this thing when he would do his hair. He would make his hair fucking retarded. He made it. He always looks like a hedgehog. He had those fucking spikes on his head, and I was like, oh fuck. But like, it was so funny that I didn't even tell him. Like, dude, you look fucking retarded. And I was like, oh, did you? What
No,
was
wait,
she
it wasn't
called? Mandy.
was it
This
like
is
one of those hairstyles that was spiky but for some reason looked very wet? Was it one
yeah,
of
yeah,
those ones? Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, so like a rat tail.
Like, what is she called? This is another Mandy. All right, this is the other Mandy. This is fucking Mandy 2.0. So I was like, oh, did you get your hair so did you make your hair so fucking beautiful for Mandy? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, why? And he's like, I don't love her anymore. And I was like, why? And he's like, she's in love with that guy. And I was like, oh, what the fuck did they do? Cause, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna feel too bad because Gerald clearly doesn't give a shit when he doesn't get the fucking to slap the cheeks. But like, I was still kind of maybe they took it a little too far. And it was right before Christmas break, so like we didn't have time to tell Gerald. So I don't know what's gonna happen next. But that is basically the story of Gerald's crushes. It was amazing, dude. It was hilarious. Because all three of them knew about it, and
Yeah.
Gerald
There's
thought
this.
they didn't. Do you guys know that Gerald has a YouTube channel?
Really? Send
Yeah,
it to
I
me.
know. If you click his name, if you click his name, it literally says his channel.
Really? Wait,
Yeah, but
wait.
he speaks Croatian in his videos, so you won't understand a thing. But there's this one video where he's like pissed off because his internet is like lagging and shit, and he starts fucking screaming at his phone. It's so funny.
Yeah,
But,
I
you
found
know,
his
it's just-
account, FNAF fanboy. Daniel Master.
Yeah, that's his actual IRL name, Daniel. But I like to call him Gerald. It sounds.
You're gonna have to cut that out now. You're gonna have to cut him now. Cut that out now, because we're not allowed real names.
Yeah. Oh shit. So.
Yeah, he's gonna sue us. But alright, like, let's move on to our last topic. What the fuck is a chungus? Big chungus is the worst meme. Jesus Christ, it's even worse than that. They did surgery on a grape thing. What is so fucking funny about a fat version of Bugs Bunny? I don't know.
I don't fucking know. It's just
It's-
fucking weird. That's why.
I mean, even
It's
the
like-
fucking January 5th thing is funnier than that. Like, why is the PS4 game so good? I don't understand. And it was like I took a break from Reddit for like a month, and I came back and I saw just fucking walls with big chungus this, and I was like, what the fuck did this turn into? Like, DJ, what do you think about this? I'm talking too much.
Wait. To be honest, I don't know much about this. I can't really say anything.
What? You don't know what's Big Chungus, you fucking heathen?
Oh, it's Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
What the hell? There's
Yeah.
even a song. There's a theme song. What? What's what?
Oh my god.
What's so funny about this?
It has a fucking cult following, let me tell you that.
There's
There's
this
one
guy
thing I
on your
do like.
server called Neki Retard, and he has Big Chungus as his profile picture. And his
Yeah,
name
I
is
know.
Chungus
This is-
Zlika.
Yeah. I
Guys,
know.
check the podcast chat. That's the best Chungus ever.
What? Oh god.
Why did you add FNAF
I'm
fanboy?
gonna put that into. I'm gonna make that a puzzle so people know what we're talking about. It's basically like a hunter and Big Chungus standing.
The hunter looks fucking terrified.
Big Chungus looks fucking terrifying. He looks so
Yeah,
satisfied every time I see.
yeah.
I see
Imagine a
him.
giant fucking rabbit like that big and fucking fat walking to you. That'll be fucking tough. I'll get my fucking knife and kill that son of a bitch.
Nice. Dude, imagine he could probably
Oh,
fucking.
you're gonna hate me, by the way.
What did you do?
Malachi?
Oh yeah,
Maliko?
you guys wanna hear the story behind my username on the
Wait.
all right. So for those of you who don't know, my Discord username is Big Dick Nick, and wait, let me find it. So it's this fucking retarded meme on Urban Dictionary. It says top definition: Big Dick Nick. The greatest man alive, Nick Foles, standing at 6 feet and 6 inches tall and weighing in at 243 pounds. He is rumored to have the largest cock on the Philadelphia Eagles, hence the name, Big Dick Nick. Hey, did you?
I'm pretty sure the guy with the biggest dick is still alive, and he used to put weights on his dick, and
Yeah,
now he
there's an
actually
actual
has,
thing
like, you know those...
Big-
in
Big
Japan,
Dick Nick
and they
has-
call
wait,
it
hold up,
training
hold up.
the
You know
dick,
there's...
Fuck.
but they actually put a rope around their dick and they put a fucking heavy weight, and it looks fucking And there's people that have moved cars with their fucking dick.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, some guy has the record. It's like 13 inches hard, and basically, he actually is labeled disabled because his dick is so big it gets in the way.
Yeah, dude, my dick is so big that I pass out every time I get hard because of the blood loss.
Right? Oof. I'm still the oldest out of everyone here, and it's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, wait, let me measure my dick.
Yeah, mine
Alright,
is
so
average.
it's about.
Are we talking about when it's erect or not?
I really don't want to talk about this.
Yes,
Can
erected.
we just?
Mine is an average on 6 inches. I know you might think I'm joking, but the fucking not. I measured it once out of curiosity.
Erected. All right. How fucking old are you? What is your name?
Me?
Malachi.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Yeah.
15.
How? Oh boy.
I'm 16 and I'm a
Nice.
full 7 inches. Yeet. No, I'm just kidding. 6.5, son. I'm just kidding. 7 inches.
My dick is 10 feet
Flexing on
long.
them haters.
At what age does the dick stop growing?
It drags behind me.
20 is when your dick stops growing.
Ah. And how do you know this
10 years
already?
old. Like, do you mean that?
Do what I find funny? Malachi's like, it's okay, I can protect you from all the baddies in this server. Right underneath, it looks like a Pokemon's whipping. Like, doing the nene. Like, from Gangnam Style. Dun 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 dun,
Did you
ayy.
guys see that? I tweeted this, and I think it's a very good topic to think about. Wait, let me find the tweet. It says... Just a second. Fuck, where is it?
I still find it funny how you didn't get
Some-
triggered that I said you love Five Nights at Freddy's too.
It says, somebody whipped the fattest nene in the world and they don't even know it. I think it's a very deep quote.
Dude, it's one thing we should talk about.
I stay awake at night thinking about who, like, imagine, like, whipping the fattest nene in the world. Like, you just broke a new record and you don't know it. You gotta suck, dude.
Okay, have you guys heard of the Elmo calling 911?
Alright.
No, but I
Do you guys-
you got my attention.
Oh, so basically, I'm gonna sum it up, and if you want, you can see the entire video. So it's Elmo calling 911, and he says, "All the children are dead." The operator says, "What do you mean?" And he said, all the children are dead. And he said, where is this so I can report the incident? And he's like, no, 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 no. No incident. Elmo didn't do this. And then he's like, can you tell me how many kids there are and what happened to them? And he's like, okay, one has a cookie, his face is chewed off. The other one has a choo-choo up his
The fucking Cookie
asshole.
Monster.
I don't know whose
The Cookie
train
Monster.
that is. And then he's like, wait,
Cookie Monster
that's
exposed.
Elmo's train up his... No, then he's like, wait, that's Elmo's train up the child's asshole. And then laughs.
Cool.
And it just gets
I have
weirder
this
and weirder, and
image.
it's actually funny.
So
I
should
have
we
this
I'll
wrap
send you
it
the
up?
link if you
saved
wanna see
image
it.
on Instagram of
Yeah, I think you should.
Elmo, and I think you guys will like it. Wait, let me find it.
You're just giving me more puzzles to solve. You fucking asshole.
There we go. Ha! It says, wait, did the link stay? Wait,
No,
do you
just
guys
go
see
to
my link?
Bot commands. No, just go
Yay.
to bot commands for like to
The
see
link?
the video. Is that
Yeah.
a video or a link?
It's a video.
Alright. What is it?
Alright, so who's wrapping it up? We've almost done an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, it's basically like a fucking Elmo 911 call. Alright. So, DSJ, you started the podcast, I think. You wrap it up.
Wait. That's this one
Okay,
image of Elmo
then.
I want to show.
Oh, don't. Fuck's sake.
Okay. More puzzles for someone else.
Fuck you. Bye.
Where is it? I want to see it.
Wait, it's processing. Yeah,
Where'd you put it?
it's in the podcast.
I don't think I can show
The
that. It's
the fucking Elmo in the background.
I didn't even notice that.
No, you cannot show that.
I'm gonna show it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Okay.
You should
So,
make. You
that's
should
gonna
record
wrap
an
it up,
entire
everyone.
video of you just making puzzles.
Okay. That's literally what he's doing just to show everything. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up, everyone. You should have, one, subscribed to me, DSJ Master. You should also subscribe
And me
to
too.
Malachi. Also, yeah, that's what I said. I called you Malachi. And also, tune in to every podcast. I don't know when it is. That's up to him. He's gonna say it. Adios.
Hey.
Bye bye, fuckos.
We really needed. I think we needed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to stop. Oh yeah. Have you guys stopped the recording?